Queens. It was horrible. Yo,
Yeah, I
real
went
talk.
to Queens
It looked like
too.
the zombies of return when niggas had all their car. When I came to work yesterday, it was like at
Yeah,
least
that sounds
40 to
bad, man.
50 cars lined up in the middle of the highway and on the side of the road. And the crazy thing is, my work vehicle got flooded.
Wow.
I had to take that
Word?
work. I had to take it in. All the
Oh
lights,
damn.
all the lights came on. Car. When I opened the door, it looked like a nigga threw. I just came out the bathtub out of the car. You know what I mean? I called the supervisor like, yo, this shit is crazy. He's like, what you mean? I'm like, yo, the car flooded. You can see that the water came through the speakers, all four speakers, the floor soaking wet. I go under the loot of the compartment under the passenger seat. That shit full of water, cup holder full of water. I go in
Dre,
the trunk packed full of water. And I'm
Man.
like,
Dre,
God damn. I'm glad I got a company vehicle. That's all I can say.
Dre Frank, he put the holes in the car.
Right. You did that on purpose.
Nigga, I had it bad. You see, I'm bringing the mic closer. I had it bad by me, bro. We. I came home to wash my hands because usually when I tell you I come home, I wash my hands, I take a shower, and we had
Yeah.
hot water today. We didn't have hot water this morning or last night. We didn't have no hot water because we had a flood in our basement, and that flood cut off the boiler, and the boiler was soaking wet, so it wouldn't ignite.
Oh damn, bro. I'm
You
sorry
know
to
what I mean?
hear
But
that.
I'm
It's
from the
bad.
hood. You know what I mean? Two big
Okay.
pots of water. We lit in the morning. You know what I mean? And the crazy thing is, that's the best thing is that I was the only one that had to go to work, so we didn't have to waste water.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I know I'm the star of the show, but let me get out of that. We got another star here.
Man, oh man, oh man, he's starting already. See this?
Yeah. I'm talking that bullshit early. I'm talking that bullshit.
uh,
Like
I
I
mean,
said,
you know,
ladies.
the key for me with this whole storm thing is because I didn't get really no car damage. I live like on the hills, so where I'm at is hill, so all the water runs down. You know what I'm saying? So really, nobody in my area had no car damage. You live in them low valleys and stuff like that. Storm,
Oh
the
yeah,
water
yeah,
fill
yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So you got
you lucky because I know over there in the Cross Bronx, because my mom's was by the Cross Bronx. Them niggas was flooded in. They look like Sandy over there.
that's what I'm saying. You it's like certain parts of the Bronx, like when you go further west, it
Hmm
starts to get to the hills and the mountains. You know what I'm saying? You go further east, it starts to get into the valley. So
Yeah, because I definitely
you know,
know.
when you
I
picking your
definitely.
place, you gotta really look at stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at stuff like that.
Yeah, 'cause I
But
know, but my mom,
anyway,
it's swampland over there. I call that swampland
yeah,
because she's by the water. That's
yeah,
swampland. You got the bridge, you got all the water, you got the FDR, you got everything over there. But anywho's, niggas
yeah.
is safe
Anyway,
and niggas is blessed. Yo, what's good, Rod? What's good, Rod? My guy Rod Too Nice just checked in. What's good? Bless King, bless King.
What up? What up?
Uh,
What up?
that nigga said you lying, Lil Rod.
oh yeah, he said I'm lying.
Yeah, you lying down here.
Never, never, never,
You know what I mean?
never.
What's good,
Nah,
Rod?
but
My baby girl is in here. Monique, what's my baby girl? You know what I mean? We definitely got some views.
everybody,
Ladies and
what's up?
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like and that share button, ladies and gentlemen. Put that notification on. Make sure you hit that bell, man, because when we on, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you share the stream, and we on all platforms. If you're trying to get on, we always repeat that. D and J Podcast 21 at gmail.com. Check us out. We on all platforms. That's the Gmail to hit us up if you got any music, anything you want to promote. If you want to hit us up on you know what? D and J Podcast 21. That's on TikTok. That's on TikTok. We on Twitter. We on YouTube with that name. If you want to hit us up on Facebook, we are Dre underscore DJ Peabody, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you show up, show some love, show your support. Only
Hit
thing you
there.
gotta do, ladies and gentlemen, is only thing we ask everybody else. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Even if you're not here for that long, that's all we ask for. But we got a special guest today. You know what I mean? This is one of my brothers. I'm gonna call him a brother. He definitely showed up for me. He definitely taught me everything I needed to know. Yo, what's up, man? I'm gonna introduce you. Don't worry, you gonna get on. You
Oh
gonna get
man.
on. You know what I mean? Let me do my part. I'm working. I'm at work. Let me do my part. You
He's
know?
excited, man. You would talk, bro.
My
You
bad,
know?
my bad.
Well, light your blunt. Light your blunt. You know what I mean? Let me do what I do first. Light your blunt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So we
take it back
back
up.
on again, ladies and gentlemen. We got my guy DJ Peabody and the best guy in the world, best DJ in the world, best DJ in the city, my guy DJ. And then we got my
Yep.
brother right here, my guy Lou. I'm not gonna give out the whole government. You know what I mean? We'll give out the whole government when it's necessary. Yo, Rob, you talking a lot there, Rob. We're gonna see you on 2K, man. But the man's definitely showing love. But I got my guy, yo, Lou. What's good, Lou? Oh, you walked away already? Come on, man. This is the time you're supposed to stand by.
No, pardon me, my grandkids came in. Pardon me.
Uh-oh, message. Message. All right, all right. How we doing? How we doing? Give us some smoothes and get some love for us, man.
Okay,
Yo, give
so
us.
what's the question? What's the
There's no
question?
questions, man. We introducing you, man. There's no questions when we
Okay,
introduce
yeah.
you.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, like I said, my name is Lou. You know, me and my brother Dre. You know, we met a while back. You know, we could get into all that later, but
Yeah,
right
yeah, we're gonna
now,
get into that.
me and my other brother started a
Wait, wait, wait,
company.
wait, 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 wait. Whoa, whoa.
Hey, Judge, this is what I'm here for, right?
We
What I'm
we
here to talk about.
introduced you. We didn't say nothing about topics yet. You going too fast.
All right, thank you. All right. I'm Lou. All right.
Yo,
I
DJ,
told you.
he trained me, and look how he's acting. He
Yeah.
trained me, and look how he's
Now
acting.
you know why he act the way he act.
You
Yo, I
see, so
told
that's why I be wilding, cause you see who trained me, right?
told you he was excited, bro. Now, all right, so that makes sense. Let's see where you get your
Yeah,
energy
let me
from.
move the
Right.
mic because this guy's gonna get too
It's called
serious. I don't
passion.
wanna.
It's called passion. It's called
Right.
passion.
Oh, so
Yo, you know what, Lou? I'm gonna start practicing saying that more often.
Word, bro.
Passion, more
yo,
Right.
passion.
You know,
yo, don't infect my DJ. Do
yo,
not
you know
infect the
that's
DJ,
a key.
please.
No, that's something key right there. Because you know what it is. A lot of people we use the wrong words and we put negative energy on stuff and make stuff negative. But if you use the right words, you can turn anything negative to positive. You know what I'm saying? And that's key right there. Like you say, instead of being angry, you say, nah, that's passion. You know what I'm saying? It
We
changes
got
the whole vibe. You know what I'm saying?
we got
All right,
another insightful brother on the on the thing.
man.
Yo,
Now we got two old people trying to kick knowledge. Now I got to deal with DJ, and now I got to deal with this guy.
yo, yo, Lou,
You
he
know
don't
what?
understand what he
At
doesn't
all.
understand what. Yeah, he don't know what wisdom is yet.
I was trying to teach him, but you know, he's young. He's young. You know what I'm saying? He's
That's
still
it,
young.
baby. I
As he gets
love being
older,
hard headed. I love being hard
he's
headed. I'm a hard headed one. I'm a hard headed one.
He
You know
still
what I
got
mean?
the training pants on. He still got training pants on. He still got
yeah,
training.
man. It's
Yo,
all
yo, yo.
good.
So what if I got milk behind the ears? That's my business, not yours. Good,
Whenever you ready to
good,
give
good.
your wisdom, brother.
All right, all right. Yo, Rob, we got you. Yo, definitely, Rob. Good looking out, Rob.
All right, man.
Rod Two Nights just shared it with 50 people.
Okay, that's what's up.
I
Oh,
definitely
that's
want
what's
to
up.
throw that out there. Monique, she just shared it with the whole. She just shared it with her whole friend list. You know what I
Oh,
Okay.
mean?
I,
So we definitely gonna
yo,
take that. Monique is my wife. You know what I mean?
I really like the supporters that we get when we do our live, yo. I really do appreciate everybody that comes in, man, and yo, just gives us a little bit of your time. Give
That's
us
it.
whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or the whole hour, or whenever we on for the full time. I appreciate all of you that come in and you just share your time with us, and we share your time with you, and it just shows how much we appreciation. So that collaboration of appreciation goes back and forth. Appreciate all y'all.
No
Definitely,
doubt.
definitely
No
appreciate
doubt.
that. Appreciate that. Cause like I said, without the fans and without the supporters, there's no DJ podcast, man. So definitely good looks. But let's get into the nitty gritty. How you doing, Essence? Thank you so much, baby. Knowledge is power, man. Knowledge is power. But I'm gonna introduce my guy, and then he's gonna explain himself, what time it is, and what he's about. My guy Lou. So Lou, um, give your story, Lou. We ain't gonna talk about the business form yet. Let's just
Okay.
give your story. Give your story of you. We ain't talking about no rapping. We're talking about where Lou come from and what your life is. I'm gonna call you LF. That's your tag name. We ain't gonna keep saying Lou. We're gonna say
Okay.
LF. Or
Well,
unless you want loud.
you know, it's not allowed. Yeah, here we go with that. It's all good though, you know. But I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I'm basically a kid from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying, raised by his moms, you know what I'm saying. My pops as well, but you know, at time, you know how it is, you know.
Yeah,
Kid,
mommy turn. Mommy turn.
I was born in '76, you know what I'm saying. I was born in '76, bro. You know what I'm saying. So I'm an old cat, you know what I'm saying. And
You know,
I came up at a time in the Bronx where you walk by, you look at somebody the wrong way, it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different time, different age. You know what I'm saying? So that's like that's part of my story. You know what I'm saying? I done did a couple of things, been in the military, I done did all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Legal,
Salutes to the
illegal.
military. Definitely salutes to the military, the army, navy, everybody that's in it. Cause my pops is, he's in the military.
Yeah, no doubt, no
You
doubt,
know what I
no
mean? And
doubt.
he's still in the military. So definitely salute to all of some military
Yeah,
people
yeah,
out there,
no doubt.
definitely supporting us. You know what I mean? You're fighting for a cause, man, and we definitely appreciate the cause you're fighting for.
Right,
Um, so what else you got, Lou? What else you got? Cause I don't want to bring into nothing yet. I'm gonna talk about the business in a minute. But
right.
give people a little background story about you.
Well, like I said, I've done things. You got to do things you got to do to get money, whether it's legal or illegal. I ain't gonna get into specifics because I ain't about
I
to
know,
try
I
to
know.
put myself behind bars, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be traveling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I done a lot of, like I said, I've done a lot of traveling. I've been in mad different states, I've been in the military, you know what I'm saying? And what I really knows about my life is a lot of the jobs that I was doing, a lot of things that I was doing, I was making other people rich. You understand what I'm saying? And I came to a realization that I'm tired of building up somebody's vacation to the Bahamas or Maui, making their vacation lit. Meanwhile, I'm still at work. You know what I'm saying?
Or at home. Or at
Or at
home.
home, right? You know what I'm saying? My vacation is at the little blow up pool with the water and all that. You know what I'm saying? Or the regular public pool. You know what I'm saying? So that like it was a lot. It was a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? You talking about the rapping? I did a little bit of rapping stuff and all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But
Uh
that's
oh.
neither here.
Uh-oh,
I
wait,
mean,
wait, 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 wait. You got a little razzle dazzle that you could throw up, or you good for the moment?
and we could do some maybe a little bit later in the show.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
You
You
know what I
know what I
mean?
mean? I don't want to brag or nothing, you know what I'm saying? I was just asking.
You saw that, right, Dre? You saw him go like this. Like I did a little
I did,
rapping.
yeah, nigga waved his hand like he got some
I
trouble
mean,
going on over there.
I mean, like I said, I was born in '76. That was like in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really like really been writing or nothing like that in like
Right.
some almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
So you
We
But
gonna take
I
that bow
definitely,
out. We gonna
definitely appreciate good hip hop. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I've been a connoisseur of hip hop like all my life. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of
we gonna get into that. We know what I mean. But when you say rapping on this podcast, it's
I mean, I
you.
got bars though. I
Oh,
got bars.
oh, that's what I like to hear. Hey DJ, I think we got somebody on the cipher for next year. DJ, we got somebody on the cipher. He talking to cipher talk.
yo, listen, yo.
Man made me
So
spill my drink. Man, he made me
Have you
spill the
tried to
drink.
battle somebody and all that next thing I
Oh
know,
no, no,
like
no,
yo,
no, no battles, no battles.
man,
Your
I love
brother.
from get this guy over here, yo.
now
Oh man,
we got
DJ
the cipher. We got the cipher.
coming
Okay,
up.
okay.
We definitely gonna have. We did the first cipher episode 19, ladies and gentlemen. Go check that out. Woo. We need to have an old school cipher, and this one is gonna be my
Yo,
guy
listen.
Lou and Gemini. We gotta get Gemini back up here, and
Y'all
definitely
know
get
what
Gemini on
I
here.
started smiling, right? Because we start thinking right on the spot. I saw Dre do it already. We start thinking right on the spot what we gonna have coming up, right? So we telling Lou right now about the cipher. You never know, Lou. Like we the kind of this is the kind of show right here that we put you on the spot. So
Right.
like I said later on in the show, we might ask you right on the spot, like yo, we throw an instrumental on. Yo, what's up?
Or
You
you
gotta
or you
lay down
freestyle from the top.
the
I
freestyle
mean,
from the top.
it is what it is. It is what it is.
What?
It is what it
What?
is. You know what I mean?
Oh
I saw you.
man.
I saw you throw your hands up like it was light work. You was like,
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
I
saying.
ain't saying I ain't saying it's light work. Like I said, it's been 20 years since I've been on the stage and all that shit, doing shit like that. But it is what it is, man.
If you
It
gotta
is
give
what it
niggas
is.
that work, you gonna get niggas that work pretty much.
I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna come out and
I
give
saw you.
100 bars or nothing, but I give a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Whoa,
listen,
whoa,
yep.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that the queen talking? I told her if she talked before the show, if she talks, she gotta get on. Cause we got a lot of COVID questions. We got a lot of COVID questions over here, man. You know what I mean? So she better watch it if she trying to get on. She better
Look at
freestyle.
the screen. You see her coming through.
You know, she gotta come on when we start talking that. But This episode, ladies and gentlemen, this episode is about entrepreneurship, trying to get your own
Right,
business, start your business. You know what I
right.
mean? And my guy Louis definitely started the business. They made it legal. You know what I mean? So New York is satisfied right now. Well, New York is very satisfied with what just dropped. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
y'all gonna see me moving my hands a lot. You know what I mean? I fold up to the brim. You see it's fold up. Bottle's getting lower. You know what I mean? And I made a boo boo over here. So
Boo boo.
oh, he drinking already. So let me drink. Go ahead, Lou. Spark yours. Up. My fault.
Yo,
LF, spark yours up. LF, spark yours up.
while
It's all good. It's all good.
everybody's in a celebratory mood. You know, I put my cup up for everybody, Dre, Lou. But
Definitely. Right back with you,
I
brother.
don't drink. I guess I just toast
Oh,
that. I
my
guess
man got packages. He got packages.
I
Message.
toast that. I guess you know what I mean. I can
Yeah,
toast that.
DJ does a little razzle dazzle, so I'm the only one that's over here. That's the lane one, if you want to call it. I'm lane. You know what I mean? I didn't have my tongues and my fun with the backwards and all that, so I'm good.
nah, you
Like,
good, brother.
with the drink, you know what I'm saying? I done decided that that's not for me. You know what I mean? And you gotta choose your battles. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's all
it.
that.
That's
That's all
it.
it. But yo, let's get it. Let's get into this. Let's get to the track real quick.
Okay, who you got, DJ?
I got Goons by Bandman.
There we
Bandman. Got
go. There we go.
let's get into that track real quick. We were supposed to let it fly last week, but we cut out a little early, or I did. So let's get into it right now. Yo, this is DNG Podcast 21. It's your boy DJ Peabody and your boy Dre. Here we go.
And my guy LF in the building.
Bad man, I'm a goon. Give me space, give me room. I'll put the shit in the air. It's going straight to the moon. Let me get in the groove. Y'all better get in tune. This shit here's a movie. The sequel coming soon. Lottie, lottie, dottie, dottie. 10 racks for the timepiece. They don't know where to find me. Lane to lane, Maserati. Yeah, I'm moving at high speed. Got your bitch in my body. Young Mr. Miyagi. They chop kicks like karate. I stay supposed to get notified. If you know me, then you know the vibe. These niggas snakes like Cobra Kai, but fuck them, I don't know them guys. See, my eyes is on the prize. I'm on the grind, I'm on the rise. These flock of birds is gonna fly. Now my paper get notarized. I'ma keep it a towel. Keep my bread in a pile. See, my eyes is on the prize. I'm on better go check the files. If you ever need work, you know the number to dial. I'll be happy to serve you. Get this coat with a smile. These niggas moving too suspicious. Keep it on me, I'm superstitious. Snoop Dogg, I'm juicing jetting. Up your stock, few percentage. Fuck you, pay me. That's the price of doing business.
New York, New York,
That's
New
my
York.
guy, man. My cousin, my brother, my love. My guy, Bandman in the fucking building. Let me promote this, man. We got another battle coming up. I think it's the second, October the 2nd, or the 9th, or the 7th. We got another body in the fucking building.
Oh man.
For your
I told you
cousin,
about the, yeah, you know what I mean? He's a battle rapper.
right?
We had one battle already. He killed the nigga, destroyed him.
Oh,
And then
word.
then he had another battle. God bless that man's soul that jumped in the building, you know what I mean? You
R.I.P.
know
in
what I
him.
mean? So now we got another one, 3-rounder. We
Another
go
body.
hard, you know what I mean? And I know if I say the gang he wear, you know what, I'm gonna say it anyway because I'm promoting it and I got the shirt. MTOO! We out here, ladies and gentlemen. MTOO, baby. We here. You know what I
Yo,
mean? That's making the band. We out here.
yo, Bandman. Yo, he's doing a lot of work out there.
Hey, he's working, man. He's
Work,
working. And he's like, yo, you the manager. I said, I'm not the manager, man, when you're already doing all the work, man. Managers
yo,
don't do work when the artist does the work. I'm not nobody, man. It's just I
yeah,
give them encouragement, and that's what I've been doing here, and I'm gonna keep on doing it. That's all I
yeah,
do is give them encouragement to keep it moving and keep it going. If you could do it, do it. If you can't, you can't.
yeah.
You
That's
know what I
it.
mean?
I
But
have
when
a
you
lot.
like
You
you
have
said though, DJ, if you tell yourself you can't do it, your body already know you can't. You're telling yourself you can't do it.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
fact.
You know what I mean? So if you tell yourself you could do it, you're gonna be able to do it. So we definitely appreciate that input.
Word.
Um,
Yo,
Positive energy, man. Positive energy.
that's all
so
we
tell,
talk here on this show.
yeah, so let's get into what Lou does, the business that
The
Lou,
business aspect, ladies and gentlemen.
yes,
So
that
Okay.
Lou, break down. You know what I mean? From if you could break down from scratch and start from the bottom,
Okay.
and give everybody the experience of owning your own business, how to get through that. You know what I mean? How to
Right.
start an LLC. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? DJ could tell you a little more than me, and you maybe could tell a little more than him. Only thing
Right.
I know is I got the aspects of money. Money
Right.
talks, bullshit walks. That's
Right.
all I can tell you. So you and DJ, y'all niggas could talk offline, but you let people know of your business, how you got into the business, and what made you get into the business.
Okay. No problem. So basically, like I said, I've been doing a lot of jobs, and one job that I worked in particular was construction. I, I did a lot of years in construction, whether it was brick mason or parking lots, driveways, all types of stuff like that, building whatever, building up inside out, carpentry, all type of stuff. So me and my brother, we decided. We actually about 2011 we got the LLC, got the paperwork for the LLC, signed it off, got our paperwork all together, and we didn't do nothing with it. We just sat on it because we really didn't have no like real, I guess you say, no financial backing to do anything at the time,
So,
right?
question
So
before you finish that before you finish your story, start for cutting you off. Let people know about LLC and why it's important to have an LLC to start a business.
okay, so basically, if you can't, you first of all, if you're trying to do anything in the United States, period, in this government, you got to have certificates, you got to have paperwork behind your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just go and say, oh, try to get, you ain't gonna be able to get a store. Anything you try to do, you got to have an LLC behind it. So that's why it's important to have an LLC. You know what I'm saying? That's the important thing. Whether you want to have any type of business, whether it's a construction business, a store, whatever it is, you need to have an LLC in order to make your business. Anything you try to do, you got to have an LLC behind in the eyes of the government. You know what I'm saying? And from there, you get your IEN numbers. You know what I'm saying? As far as your tax numbers and everything else like that. That's how you get. That's how you, in order to make yourself legitimate. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So,
okay. The reason
so
why
that's
I
what
ask
we
that
did.
because we wanna bring knowledge to people. We also here to promote, but we also here to give knowledge. And some people they don't understand. Like just like DJ teaches me all the time when it comes to the business aspect of running the podcast and actually being your own boss.
Right,
That
right.
you need to have paperwork
Yeah, you
because
gotta have
without
paper.
paperwork, you are nobody. You're just a person.
You be
You
making
know what I
money,
mean?
but they gonna say, "What? Okay, so now what is this? What are you doing here? You can't even prove that the way you made the money is through what you said because you didn't even legitimize yourself and make yourself a business. You
Now,
understand what I'm
now
saying?
you now you sounding like DJ because that's what the man preaches.
yeah,
Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork.
Right.
yeah,
You gotta
That's
have
all it's
paperwork.
about. Because without paperwork, without that black and white paper, you just
There's no
talking.
proof.
It's
Right.
just talk.
There's no proof. Right.
And DJ definitely
yo, yeah.
like I said, nah, I'm sorry.
I Nah, my fault, brother. I just wanted to ad lib on both of the brothers because I think a lot of times, it's really like black and brown people, just minorities that really don't do that. But we go and we forget that you're already doing that when you go for a job. All these jobs that we work at, you signing paperwork.
That's right.
That's what makes it legitimate. So
Mm.
if you're gonna do anything that is off of your creativity and your craft, you need to do it just as legitimate as you would. We always trying to slide like, yo, I don't want the government taking my paper. But again, to look at a bigger picture, that's where the wealth is at because you're doing it on a bigger picture. So you want to legitimize whatever it is. If you're baking, carpentry, contract and things like that, you do want to have that paperwork because it makes you legitimate in a place where we live that recognizes businesses. They don't
Exactly.
recognize just straight, just word of mouth. They don't.
Definitely,
Right.
definitely. Go ahead, then. Go ahead, Lou. Go ahead. Finish up,
Right. So
LS.
basically, so from there, my brother as well, he was doing a lot of dealing with coalitions and all that stuff like that, so he had a lot of construction experience as well. So we decided to start the company. Like I said, we had got the LLC in 2011, but when COVID hit, something happened where a company needed like about 30 something employees. We was able to fill that. That 30 employees turned into about 120. And that year of COVID actually was our first year of the business, and that propelled us into where we at now. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people look at it like, man, COVID is just bad, but some people actually came up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of
Off
people,
the
a lot of
benefits,
people,
off the benefits of the
with the
COVID.
TV, but a lot of people legitimately came up and made money through that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is too. When you're doing anything, you got to try to look at society and what's going on and the temperature of the city that you at, because that's where you want to find, try to make your money at. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have a good idea, but where you at, nobody cares about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
True
right.
indeed, true indeed, because that's true. Because I know, like I said, I do construction, but
Mm-hmm.
I do electrician,
Right,
and
right.
we was working during the COVID time. But when
Mm-hmm.
OSHA came through and they pulled up, OSHA not playing when they say, "Yo, we got 15,000 for you if you don't get up out of here before lunch." They do not play. OSHA do not
Well,
play when it
we
comes to
was
that
at
COVID.
everybody. That's the other thing too. Like the company we set up, we made sure all employees was completely OSHA certified. I'm talking about the we had got
Oh,
40 hours. You know what I'm saying? We got all our OSHAs. Guys was on the job. We had the guy. Everybody had to have masks on during the time. I mean, it was really bad for the guys because they was inside in the summer with masks on, carrying garbage up and down the building. But that's what you had to do in order to keep your job. You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing people got to understand about construction. I know this from working construction. Construction is tough. So if you're thinking
tough.
you're gonna do construction and it's gonna be easy, it's not. You know what I'm
You might as well
saying?
forget about it. Forget about what you're
Right.
thinking. Forget
It's
about
not.
all that.
Yo,
You
it's
go ahead and
men.
play around. You go ahead and play
Yo,
around with that shit, and you ask to pass out going down the stairs
yo, there's nothing easy about manual labor. I don't
At
understand
at
all.
all,
anybody
at
to come
all.
in with
But
that.
there's people in their mind, they think that when they go to work, it's supposed to be, I'm just chilling, I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? Work
That's
is work. You know what I'm saying? That's why me and my brother decided to make this company, because we didn't want to work no more. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and
And
let
it's
people know the company that you're talking about because we're not
Oh,
bringing
the
that up. We're
company.
talking about
Okay, all
construction.
right. So, because I know I guess you were trying to be like incognito, so I didn't know if you want to go away. But the company I'm
Well, the
talking about
reason
is
why is
Figma.
because the reason why
Figma, you can find the company Figma.com online. We definitely online. We do construction, security. We try to make sure we got all our security guards got fire guard. Everybody's registered. All our construction workers got the OSHAs. We need to go to work. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what we do. We try to employ people on that. And also, we try to do like security jobs too. We got some joints where we try to do security at the Rucker Park. It's not just like security construction sites, security wherever you need it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's what it is. You know what I'm
right, right.
saying? And from that, we I didn't even know you were about to say something. My bad, but
No, no, no.
from
Go,
that,
go, go,
No, no,
go,
keep
go.
going, keep going, do
even
your best.
before we decided, we already knew that we was into construction, so we knew we was going to get some type of construction security company. But before that, we was already thinking it's other things that we can do, because my grandmother always said, never put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
You can't
definitely.
just, you know what I'm saying? It's good to try to constantly, just try to say, try to be an expert, try to be an ace at something and all that stuff. It's good to try to do that, but at the same time, you can manage to do at least two or three other things lightly. You know what I'm saying? And still make money off and still try to generate something.
No, I like
You
how
know
you
what I'm
said that.
saying?
I like how you said that. You could do two or three other things lightly. So
Lightly.
Lightly,
like so there's one thing that you already gonna bust your hump, you gonna
Right.
go like you could run that all with your eyes closed, but you got time. There is space where you could do two or three other things lightly and still get bread.
Right, right. You know what I'm
that's
saying? Because like
amazing.
nowadays, we got the internet. The internet has made it to where you can do things like we doing a podcast on it, but there's done things you could do things, set it up, and you be making money without even doing nothing. Without
At
even doing
all,
That's a
nothing.
fact.
at all.
You know what I'm saying? There's another brother, like I don't know too much about it. There's another brother that my brother, because my brother moved to Jersey. So he's out there, he met somebody out there who's into the stocks and all that. He told him the other day he made $400 at 9 o'clock in the morning. He's like, I'm good, I made $400 today. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like he didn't tell me exactly, because I'm not a stocks and bonds dude. I'm not that dude.
And
But
I'm trying,
he's,
I'm
he's
trying to
about
get
to
into that.
see,
That's
he's
what it
about to
is.
show
That
us that. He's about to show us that, so that way that'll be another little egg. That's another little egg. Boom, we do that. Put that in it. Boom, I got a way I can make $400 every morning without even doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
and ladies
Yo,
and gentlemen, I'm not too sure if people paying attention. That stock is fucking money while you sleep.
Right, man.
People
Right.
not
And a
understanding.
lot.
You gotta
I
put
know when
some
I was
money. Put
coming
your
up.
money in. Invest
We,
your
Yeah.
money
we wasn't
Right.
taught. We were not taught that, bro.
Right,
at
that's what I was
all.
about to say. Coming up, even me coming up, they wasn't saying, "Yo, go on the stocks and bonds." Niggas like, "Yo, get on that block, get that work." It was a different education. Nobody was really talking about stocks and bonds. You know what I'm saying? But now we got to start talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the money is really at. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's what we could generate money. That's the other thing too. Like people be complaining because my wife watches TikTok sometimes, and I hear people complaining, "Oh, TikTok doing this, TikTok doing that, Instagram doing this, Instagram doing that." Black people do not realize that we are the generators of all the money in this world? Don't you not realize that? If you stop doing stuff and just us
Ain't
say,
no
all
money.
black people
Ain't
say,
no
yo, you know,
money.
we're not gonna TikTok this whole month. Do you know how much money that TikTok gonna lose? Nobody wanna see no white people doing nothing on TikTok. I don't mean to be mean or nothing like that, but let's just keep it all the way 100.
Ain't nobody
We
watching
spend
TikTok
the
with no
most.
black people.
We spend the most. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about stores and all that stuff, ain't no other culture people spending money in the stores like that.
yeah.
Even rich white people don't go spending stores and spending money in the store like that unless they're trying to be black. You know what
And
I'm
they still
saying?
go. And they still. That's just chump change to them.
You know what I'm saying? So
I,
that's what I'm saying. Like we got to be able to control our money because
right.
we are very powerful. We don't see it. We've been taught all the time we're a minority and we this and that. We don't realize how powerful we really are, bro. And we got
Yeah,
to
As a
start
unit. As
realizing
a
that, man.
unity though. Not
As
by
a
yourself.
unit, as a
As a
unit, as
unit.
a unit.
I don't think culturally we because we have been in a culture that we have always been asking for support, right?
Right,
Haven't
right.
been taught, and not saying that nobody put it out there, but again, I feel like the direction of where the support is supposed to lie in every one of our king's kingdoms. So, like us three right here, we all have our own kingdoms, right? We
Right.
can't we can't talk outside in a community bigger if we know our kingdom is in chaos. So I feel like once we start talking more about, yo, Dre's kingdom is straight, Lou, your kingdom is straight, Peabody, your kingdom is straight, then us three through our actions in life will show everybody else in the community, yo, this is how we do it, because we three are in accord, we in harmony about getting the money that way. We're learning to be different, and then that's how the community starts catching on because they see it.
Well, well,
Completely correct.
let me bring the mic close because I don't think people understand that money comes through black people. Yeah,
Straight up.
we not the ones that make the money or print the money, but we are the majorities that have the money.
Mm-hmm.
And when you going out here thinking you're going to go out here just to buy your life away to look fly, to show off to another black person, you're just getting people to hate you.
Yep.
You look like
That's what
food.
it is.
Yep.
You're getting people to hate you. For what? Because you trying to look good instead of investing your money, putting your money where it needs to be. The thing is, these black people, I can even say myself sometimes because for me, I invested my money into this. This is my production. I invested my money into something that I'm interested in.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I went out there. I don't wear Jordans. You know what I mean? I don't wear Tommy Hilfiger. My wife don't have me wearing Tommy Hilfiger because we know how what type of time he's on. And
Right.
she said, "Listen, I help you get your game room. I help you get your situation situated. You know what I mean? It starts with the background. I'm
Yo,
gonna
it
help
does.
you get what you gotta get to go because you have a message to preach.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? I
Yo,
ain't a preacher, but if you got a message to give, you become a preacher
yo,
without
you gotta
even knowing
listen,
that you got
bro.
a message to give.
Your life is your message. You feel me?
That's
That's
right.
what it.
And,
And
and,
who wants
and
to listen to the message? It's all on you.
that's
I ain't
on
got
you.
nothing. I
But
don't have
see,
nothing to tell you. Sit there and say, "Yo, you gonna benefit off of what I do."
right.
No, I don't want you to benefit off of what I do. I want you to learn how life is because the rich is going to get richer and the poor is going to stay in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because why? You can the news is just giving you away. The news by itself is giving you away. People that were
Mm-hmm.
home during this COVID time are broke and homeless, getting 4,000. We talk about this every episode. You got
Mm-hmm.
$4,000 a month on rent control and you can't pay your rent. How is that
Wow.
possible?
Wow.
I
How? Exactly.
How?
How?
Why is
I
How?
because you put your lifestyle in front of your life.
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
really
yo,
be
and
coming. You people coming to my house saying, "Oh, you got a nice screen TV." Yeah, but guess what? You couldn't say I got a nice screen TV if I'm homeless.
yo,
Exactly.
I don't want to belittle anybody that wants to look good and live good, because everybody that lives, that has life on this planet, is do that. There's nobody that need not have riches or be it. So all of us have that. Now, again, does that mean that somebody's supposed to give it to you? Absolutely not. You got to do the work
Hell
yourself
no.
to
Hell,
do.
I'm saying it now.
I want to say so.
Hell
I
no.
want to say something on that note though, right there. Like you're right. Everybody is entitled to have good things, nice things, but you got to think about it like this: too much of anything can kill you. You know what I'm saying? If
Definitely.
water is good for you, but if too much water, you'll drown. You know what I'm trying to say? So you got to have do everything in moderation. Like it's
Right.
good to have nice things, but you got to think: am I getting these nice things and I'm neglecting the fact that I got to pay my bills? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You got to
Now,
think the bills got to come first. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no,
Pay your
it's the right thing. That's the right thing on that note. Because I feel like people that just want to get the nice things because they're not used to having, that becomes the priority. And again, that doesn't mean that shouldn't be a priority, but
Right.
it should not be on the top of your priority list.
Right.
If your roof
Yep.
is not good, if your eats,
Right.
your food is
Right.
not good, shelter and all
Right.
that is not great. So
Right.
again, so like we're all three brothers right here on this panel trying to are telling you, not even trying to say, we're trying to say is, yeah, if you want to look good and all the other things that come with looking good, you got to know how to maintain it. It's not just to
Right.
look good just in that area.
Right.
You got to maintain all these other areas along with looking good.
Right.
For me, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about for everybody else. My looking good is me being in a household. I ain't homeless.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Right.
best looking
That's
good,
the best
however you want to
outfit. That's
call
the
it.
best outfit you can ever
That's
have, right?
Hey, and I don't mind wearing that outfit every fucking day.
You're
Than being
right.
out here struggling and in the cold,
You're
or
right.
being out here in the hot and the cold and whatever type of weather you in. This is
Mm-hmm.
New York. You don't know what
Right.
you're gonna get the next day.
You're
Yeah.
right.
You
You're
know what I
right.
mean? It's so right now. It's so much money being given out that you have to learn how to manage your money.
Mm-hmm.
There is no lesson to learning how to manage your money when you got. Even if you say, you know what, I want to buy this, I want to buy this. Ain't nobody stopping you. Don't forget, I got bills to pay. It was
That's right.
harder when you go into work and every week or every 2 weeks you got to pay a bill, and your money ain't
Mm-hmm.
matching what you making.
Right.
But when you making $1,000 for, I'm not even gonna bring everybody else. 'Cause I
Well,
don't know everybody else circumstance.
that ends on the fifth though.
It
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
matter. But
Yeah,
the
the
ends on the
extra.
fifth. But the problem is still going on now before the fifth even happens. You see what I'm saying? Right
Mm-hmm.
now, just like DJ said, he said this to all the shows. People are sitting there spending money because they never had it.
Right.
But does not mean you don't learn how to manage it.
You got it. You got to learn
That's
fast.
all. It's all about. But it's not fast because you didn't have the time.
No, that's what I'm saying. You got to learn fast. You learn it right on the spot. And that
But
and
for me, it's been
unfortunately,
2.5. It's been what a year and a half, maybe longer right now.
but see, they about to
But
flip
how
all
much
that.
time do you? But how
They
much
about to
time do
flip
you
the
really need to learn how to manage your life? For me,
Hmm.
when you start from scratch and you don't have nothing and you don't have nobody, your mentality kicks in. Yo, I can't be homeless.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I have to. I want to get a good job. I gotta stop doing A, B, and C to get to D, F, and Z.
Right.
You want people want fast money. Fast money only when I'm young. I'm in the middle. I'm at 86, so I'm in the borderline. And it's only they only back then. There's only two ways you can make money. You being a drug dealer or you dead. That's it.
Hmm.
And a drug dealer can't tell a dead person can't tell a story of what you used to do. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, there is nobody that can sit there and tell me, yo, I didn't have the money. It's impossible. I'm on
Hmm.
rent, when people are on rent control and they don't have a car or they don't have certain bills, like me, I have a car note. I have car
Hmm.
insurance. I gotta
Yeah.
pay rent. I gotta pay car. I gotta pay gas. I gotta pay light. When you
Right.
ain't gotta pay none of that, and the only thing you need to know is you gotta pay $1,500 a month, and that's all my bills. And you telling me out of 4 weeks, because you get paid every week, you can't sit there and say, you know what? Let me just go pay my rent. You got people that sit there and say, I can't pay my rent, but they want sympathy. So what they gonna do? I'm gonna go to everybody else. I'm gonna go ask everybody else. I'm gonna go talk to everybody else. Let me go to the news network because right now the media and the news is where you gotta go. Oh, my landlord paid me out because I can't pay my rent. Why not? You filed for taxes, right? Yeah. You filed for unemployment. Yeah. What you do with your money? You go inside some of these people's houses that so-called struggling. They got TVs bigger than the nigga that don't have is not struggling.
They
Why
got
is your
bigger TV
TV
than the
so big?
landlord. And mind you, they not paying the rent. And you think the landlord can pay the mortgage? Because the
At
landlord
all.
got to pay his bills too.
At
That's what
all.
people forget. The landlord got to pay his bills too, and you not paying. How's he supposed to pay his bills and keep the whole
How
place?
exactly? How is you supposed to maintain and manage everything you not doing?
Right.
If I'm not paying rent and I have my excuse, yo, hey, listen, man, I'm not going to work. Okay. Well, guess what? Your bathroom is leaking under mine. It's leaking to the next tenant. What we gonna do about that? Who gotta come out of pocket?
Right.
Guess what? I gotta come out of pocket. I'm the
You gotta come.
landlord. I gotta come out of pocket for something that you can't control. But guess what? You're getting money.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing
Yo,
with your money? There is
we,
no
we,
way nobody can tell me that I got $4,000 every month and I can't take care of none of my fucking bills.
oh yeah, there's somebody
You
that could
cannot
tell you
tell me
that.
that.
Somebody could, they could tell you that. They just, those are the people
They
that'll
can
tell
tell
you
me
that.
that, but I'm not gonna believe them.
No,
I'm not.
if they tell you they got $4,000 in a month, and you see a lifestyle that could be more fulfilling after they told you that they're getting 4,000, and say somebody that's paying 400, say if you in the P's and you paying $400 for your rent, and they were telling you they got $4,000, and you don't see their life after a period of time go beyond that, you got to believe that. That means their priorities were elsewhere. It wasn't about growing in a different light or being better. You'll see exactly where that money went. If they come out with the Flyers gear on, you see that's where the money went. Or they
Mm-hmm.
driving around in rentals, you
Mm-hmm.
see where the money went. That's just where it goes. But again, I don't even, because I used to be that person, right? To not the person like, yo, why would you do that? A lot of people do things that they're unaware of because they're not educated. You understand? It's lack of information. So
Right.
most of these
Right.
people that live their lives like that, because I was doing that at one point too. Lack of information because my parents didn't give it to me. So where do you get the information from? Yo, if we on these phones all day and online, the information is literally in your face. No lie.
Mm-hmm.
They throw that online all day. It's for you to take up something different and be like, yo, how can I legitimately do something to improve my lifestyle from what it is? If you're the kind of person that's saying, yo, I'm comfortable with being where I'm at, then no shout. That's, yo, big up to you still.
Right.
Because
No,
that's
that's not a big up.
Yo,
That is
yo.
not a big up. I don't big up
no,
that.
no, no, no. Because you can't force nobody to live and see more because you see more. So right,
Right.
I give them their props, only saying like, yo, if you're saying that this is the level of life that you're comfortable with, then live your life, because that might be heaven for them. No
Mm-hmm.
matter what, everybody's perspective is valid, whether you agree with it or not. If you don't approve, then you don't waste no time in staying there. You give them the information, keep moving.
Right. That's a good word right there, Peabody. You use comfortable because that's the whole thing. Like me and my brother say, we always talk about. It's not about being rich. We want to be comfortable. We want to be able to have enough money where we ain't worried about paying our bills. We're not worried about if we go somewhere, we come back if we're gonna have enough money to do anything. That's what we want to be. We want to be at a comfortable level. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like somebody comfortable level might be to just have some fly shit and they live in the hood. That might be the
right,
way they want to be. You know what I'm saying? That might be the way they want to go. And
right,
that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's
right,
cool. But if you don't know, at least you could at least find out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But if you don't want to know, then you don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? If you
You're
do want to
blind
know,
to
know.
knowledge. You're
Make
blind
sure
to
it's
knowledge. When it comes to that, you're blind to knowledge.
yeah, you
Cause if
blind,
you,
blind. You know. But there are people that are, but see, there are people. That's what the term when they say woke. There are people who are actually sleep. There are people who are asleep, and it might not
there's a
just be
lot of
about.
people that sleep. A
They
lot.
sleep financially. They sleep and socially. They sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's all type of ways to be asleep that you really not on it. You're not on it. You don't see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing I say to a lot of people. I say the stuff that I see, the way I see stuff, and that you call me angry man, but the way I see stuff, that is stuff that I know, and I'll be like, damn, why are they doing that? You know what I'm saying? And that kind of makes me angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, why are they doing that? You know what I'm saying? And that's where the angriness come in. I'll be like, yo, why are they doing stupid stuff? Like, that don't make no sense. But what it is that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I want to just reach
That's
out and just help them. You know what I'm saying?
Which the main thing is, that's
yo,
called lack of
and you
knowledge. That's
do
all it
that.
is lack of knowledge. If you don't
Yeah,
know what
man.
knowledge is,
It's
ladies
lack
and
of
gentlemen, it's horrible not to know. If you
Yeah, man.
think your life, to me, is I understand when people go through the media situation. I have no problem with that. But you watch the media people because you want that lifestyle. How do you think they got that lifestyle? Even though if I gotta go
word.
shake my ass for a little bit of cash and then throw it on the because that's what it all is right now. I'm gonna shake my ass. I'm gonna get some
I'm
likes.
not
That's
That's
right.
all it's about.
Trying to make
I'm
money,
gonna
man.
shake. I'm gonna shake it and bake it, and guess what? Niggas is gonna watch. Back then, niggas had to
Mhm.
pay for that. You have to have certain cable channels to
I'm
watch
not
what these
watching,
women
bro.
are doing for free. They are doing it for free. Back then, I had to sneak and watch TV after 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? For me, I had to
Yeah.
watch BET after dark to
Yeah.
get that shit that they watching for free right now. When I can just say, you know what? Let me go on Facebook. Ha! This is what I like to see. I
Right.
have to wait till grandma go to sleep. I have to wait till mom go to sleep. I have to wait till everybody go to bed for me to go. Oh yeah, it's 1 o'clock. Boop, boop. Two channels, baby. HBO, BET. It's showtime, baby. After dark.
Hmm.
I feel like
I tell you.
everybody, like you said, like everybody was saying about lack of knowledge, right? Yo, if you ever tell yourself, no matter what level of life you on right now, whatever level you on, if you tell the individual is telling yourself you comfortable there, great, thumbs up to you. But if you the other kind of individual that's in the predicament that you are right now, whatever it is, we don't need to know, and you like, I want better, then you should be seeking better. You should be seeking better.
Right.
And the people like, don't say I'm looking for better, but the people that you surround yourself with talking the left of what you're trying to do. You got to leave them alone. You don't have to not stop hanging with them, but you got to give them some space because you want a different path. So you got to start talking things in a more positive alignment with what you're doing. If you start saying it's not for you, then don't expect it to be for you. But if you say you want more out of life because the universe is large, the earth is large, I would never want the same thing just because I've been there for 30 years. That's it's so like just take just this country alone is 50 states. How you sitting there being in one state where some people are it's like, yo, I don't want to go no place else. Then let them stay there. You go someplace else.
That's right.
You the one that's supposed to be the traveler along your journey, yo. Yo, go experience more because there is more and it is for you.
That's right.
I don't think, for me, I don't really think people understand of the term of live your life. That's how I see it. When people live their life, they live their life for the moment and not for the future.
Hmm.
For me, that's why I said when you said, yo, people could do whatever they would do, and you gave that scenario for me is why would you not want better for you?
Right.
Why are you willing to settle for what you got and be
Well,
satisfied? There is that's why I say there becomes haters in the world. Because a hater would be satisfied with what he got until he sees somebody he know getting more. And say, yo, that's supposed to be me in his position. How when you're not doing anything? How do you want
Yeah.
more and better if you're not putting yourself out there to do more and better?
Yo, so that's that, and that's how you know everybody's path is different. Cause you see how you, Dre, like all three of us are saying, like, yo, if you want more, you got to pick yourself up and go do more. We saying that. Whereas there's somebody else that's probably live on your block around the corner that's like, I'm gonna wait until you get more, then I'm gonna take it for you. There's people that are cool with living that lifestyle forever. That's it.
yeah.
That's because that's all they want to know. That I bet you, if as soon as they get caught and they get locked down, the first thing they're gonna say is, "I don't know nothing else," because they were comfortable with saying, "This is all I want to know. This is all I want to do."
Right.
There's different people in the world. There should be other people, but nobody, no matter what way they want to take to get there, says, "Yo, I don't want more. I don't want land." Nobody says, "I don't want land for myself." They're bugging. You're bugging. There are people that want so much more, but they just don't know how to get it, or they're scared to get it
Not trying
because
to
nobody.
I don't even, DJ. I don't even think it's people scared to get it. They wanted to be handed to them. Ain't nobody want to do the work.
That's
That's the problem
that
at the
too.
moment in this society. Nobody wants to do the work. Like I said, even when we talk to famous Mike, first thing he says, "Yo, I got on," and what he said, "Yo, I brought other people on," and guess what? They still really. I gave them the opportunity to get on, and they bit their own self in the ass. Why?
Hmm. Yeah.
Why? Why am I breaking my back to get you on, and you don't want to do nothing else? You don't want to do the rest of the work.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
You
don't.
see what I'm
There's people
saying?
like that too. Now I agree.
Like I said, when I talked to famous Mike to even start this podcast, and before I even talked to you, he said, "Yo, Dre, start a podcast." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because guess what? You have something to teach people. It doesn't have to be about rap and joking all the time. Sometimes people go through life fucked up, and maybe your story can compete with somebody else's story.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
You and somebody else got the same story. It maybe don't play out the same, but it got the same results."
Right.
And
Same
I
lesson.
looked and I looked at
Same.
him and I said, "Joe, you ain't bullshitting." The next day I came to your crib and I said, "Let's start a podcast." And the first thing you say is, "Yo, when we gonna start? What's the first day?" And I said, "Hey, I'm only thinking 2 shows." You said no, 3 shows every week. Why?
Yep.
It's because there is a lesson that people have to learn. This is not church. This is not church. We don't preach. We
Right.
teach.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you don't want to learn, like I said, every day I learn something new. If you block out every day of something you want to learn new, you have a problem. And
Hmm.
that problem is you're inconsiderate. You don't care about knowledge. You one of them
Yo.
type of niggas that I'm in the streets.
Like,
And
like people
and
already said though, Dre, they are people who are like that. They don't want to learn.
Yeah, they
They
don't.
like
They don't.
you could try to teach them and they be like, all right, whatever. Like you said,
what
I'll get you
hey
later.
listen,
You
we
know what
all
I'm
used to
saying?
go through that. We all used to go through that. It go through one ear and out the other. But
Yeah.
guess
No,
what?
but see, it's like we all went through that, but there was a point where we said, hold up, I'm gonna start catching some of this and not let it go out. And some people
Right.
like they 50, 60 years old and they still letting it go out. Like there's some people that just not gonna just change. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
you
true.
can't. That's why you
That's
can't
definitely
save
true.
can't save everybody. But like he
Yo,
said, there are some people out there who want help, and those who
yo,
want help,
They get it.
that's what we
they
for. That's what
they
But
we're
the
get
here
it.
thing,
for.
but the thing is, one thing even with me, DJ, a lot of people say this famous Mike, all of us. Like I said, I would have never started this podcast if I never got pushed. And some
Mm-hmm.
people need that push. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a push because as a person, sometimes your confidence is not as high as you want it to be. You know what I
Right.
mean? You want to do better. A lot of
Right.
people want to do better, but guess what? Sometimes you need that push to get you where you need to go. Like I said, I wanted to say,
Yo,
yo, you know what? I wanted to be a podcast person, but for me, as a person I am, I can't say I'm shy, but you know what I mean. I can't say I'm not a playful person because I like to make people laugh. You know what I mean? Even if I
Mm-hmm.
don't know you, my attention span is very short. I can't sit there in one moment and just be just relaxing for the whole. You got some people that just don't want to deal with people. I have to deal with
yeah.
people. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
As a person like
everybody,
myself, go ahead, go ahead.
everybody got a gift, bro. Like the way you display your gift, your creativity is different from mine. It's different from Lou's, different from Bam, different from Cat. Like all the people that we had come on this show, including the guests that we have today, we all have different creativities, right? And we all come with different. So the easiest thing to tell somebody is, whatever it is that their gift is that they're good at, make that a priority and be hungry for that. Like, because everybody has free will, right? So you got free will to try to gain and reach wherever it is you want to go in life the way you want to get it. My thing is, if you know one road is not taking you there, if you know you've been running that same road for 30 years, like you got to come off that road now and do something different. If you know you haven't been taught when you was a kid in the high school, college, elementary about finances, like Lou was telling us, and LLCs and things like that. If you know you haven't been taught, you was just taught today. Your excuse is over. It's
Right.
dead. You
Right.
can't say it now because now you heard somebody tell you today, and that's where people fall off. They keep living in the past. They don't live in there right now.
Right.
The
Right. They
information
want to
is
have an excuse.
That's
People
it.
want to have
stop
an
using
excuse. People want to have an excuse, man. Like and like like Dre was saying, you like you got to push people. Like I said, I had it was a time with the construction we had like 130 people working for us in 2 3 different sites, right? Now you got some guys who want to be to work every day, and then you got some guys who show up late. You know what I'm saying? Now you tell them, yo, listen, you could lose your job. You know what I'm saying? If you don't come on time, and then they say okay whatever, and still they want to come in late and they still want to not be to work. It's some people that want to do the right thing, and some people who will just try to get the free ride, like you said, they want to stuff give it to them, they want to be handed to them, they want to have somebody help them all the way through, and it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you try to weed out the ones that are trying to strive from those who are not really trying to strive, because some people just want to hang on for the ride, man. For real, for real. There's a lot of people out there that want to do that, man, and it's
That's
unfortunate.
that.
now.
Hey, that's true. It's not unfortunate. It's fucking
No,
true.
what I'm saying is unfortunate that you. It's unfortunate because a lot of people have a problem with with attachment. I'm gonna say not even even with things like it's, you see somebody come in their house, they have a whole bunch of stuff, and you be like, damn, why you got all this shit in here? Because you don't want to get rid of stuff. Like that's even with people. You got people that you're around you, you afraid to get rid of, you afraid to move on without them. But you got to be able to say, yo, you know what? You're not helping me. You know what I'm saying? You're
Facts.
actually hurting me. So I need to separate myself from you. You know what I'm saying? I wish you the best. I don't got no love, no hate for you, not like that. I still love you to death, but I got
Right.
to do my thing going this way because you're going this way and I'm going this way. You know what I'm
Sir.
saying?
And I don't think
That's what
people
it comes.
understand. I don't. My fault, DJ and Lou. I don't think people understand that sometimes you gotta let go of your friends and family when the lines and the goals don't meet.
Right,
That's fact.
And nobody want to hear that. It's like, yo, man, we
right,
family, we friends, man. I've been with you. You can't take me. At the end of the day, is this is the main word I always use every podcast. You're not benefiting the team.
right.
You're
That's
not
it.
playing position as a player.
What do you bring?
And you
Right.
What do
got some
you?
niggas that don't. Like I said, we brought this up plenty of time, DJ, with Famous Mike and Kush Muliano and Cash Muliano, Bandman. You got some people that just linger on for the ride,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want to do nothing. We sit there and say, yo, if a nigga send me to the store, I'm going to the store. Famous Mike was
Right,
like, yo, niggas was like, yo, go to the store. Hey, yo,
right.
take the keys to the Wraith. Nigga, what? Take the keys to the Wraith. Hey, get some, here the bread. Yo, go buy some Dutchess and some juice. You know what I mean? We thirsty. We need to get high. Why? Hell no, man. This nigga sending me to the store. I just gave you money, the keys to a car that you would never be able to buy, and a lifestyle you're not living to linger on to me. I'm the bag. Why you don't want to do nothing to support the bag?
Now let me say something about that. Let me say something about that. What you just said, Dre. I'm that guy that used to be, yo, go to the store and look what happens. See, what happens is when you the person that goes to the store, you get to learn the lessons. Now, see, you might be a grown ass man. I'm talking about when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to the store for my uncles and all that, and they taught me shit as I come back. I get to be around them.
Right.
I was able to learn stuff being around them, and that's where I get my drive and all my inspiration, all that stuff is come from them, from learning from them. But you don't even want to learn. You know what I'm saying? You just want somebody to say, yo, just give me the bag. Give me the bag so I can be lit. No, you gotta learn how to get the bag and maintain the bag. That's the
That's
whole
the
thing. You can't
main.
just get the
Yo,
bag. You gotta
my fault for
maintain the
cutting you
bag.
off. My fault for cutting you off. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention. It's not about getting the bag. It's how to fucking
Hey,
maintain the bag. You got
Maintain
it.
it.
You got the bag. What are
Right,
you going to do to keep it or increase it?
right.
And that is the fucking problem now.
yo,
Everybody only live for the day. They
how
don't
many?
live for the future.
Right.
And that is a fucking problem.
Right.
When you don't live for the
Right.
future. You only for me. Like niggas be like, yo, why you dressed like that? You got hoodie, you got jacket. I don't know what is gonna be out there for the whole day. I'm outside the whole day. I'm
Right.
not outside just
Right.
to go get my mail and come back in the house. People be like, yo, what do you mean? I am dressed for the day. I'm not dressed for the day. And people understand that. I'm not dressed
For
just
the
to go
moment.
outside to get my mail and come back in the house. I am outside. When niggas say, yo, I am outside, I am outside. I don't know what time I'm coming back in the house. So I have to dress for the day, not for the day, not for the moment. Because people get upset when you say you're the day in the moment. Oh, it's the same thing. No, it's not.
It's actually not.
No, it's not. I have a jacket. I have even when I was teaching you, DJ. What I say, yo, have an extra sweater, have extra shirts, have a jacket. You don't know how New York weather is. 1 minute it could be nice, and before you go home, it's fucking snowing.
I had a whole outfit and a half in the back in the
In
trunk.
the trunk,
Ah,
you have to have
this
it.
Word up.
People don't
Umbrella
understand it.
down,
That is life. Don't dress for the moment. Dress for the future. Because you living for the moment does not mean shit. Oh, I got the
yo,
bag. Niggas
I,
spend that bag on 2 shirts and a pair of pants.
yo, listen, I feel like a lot of people, and again, to everybody that sits here on this show and takes what what learning they can receive and apply it to your life, right? There are a lot of people that are like not only scared and they just don't know the information, right? They just can't see it is because they've never seen it in their family. If they go back 3 generations and all 3 generations look the same, then you got to be the new generation that says, yo, nah, we did this already in my family.
And it didn't work.
Nobody else did. if you
And it
if
didn't
you
work.
are the first one, yo, you got to get to work. Because if not, just look at your life right now. Is your life looking like your past generations, your grandfathers, their grandfathers? Is it looking the same? If it is, then now once you realize that it's looking the same, you got to be like, oh, nah. Just like how Lou said when he was with his brother, he was like, oh, nah, why are we making people rich? They going on vacation, chilling with their families and things like this. And my vacation gets cut. They tell me when I can go and when I can come back. Yo, nah, I'm not living. And I'm like that too. I feel like once, because at a job there is no position for CEO. Fuck a manager. Fuck a district manager. They're not even getting the bread. The CEO, the people that own the company. I don't give a fuck about those titles.